Welcome everyone to another episode of Hippy Dippy Reviews on Anime. I was gonna do this last night, but I was helping out a friend last night and I did. So I'm not gonna go into details with it. But this is an anime review and the show must go on. I know I'm a little bit late because I told everyone on my live stream I was gonna do it tonight, but yeah. Magical Senpai. Where do I begin? Well, first off, I might give it a 6 out of 10. And the reasons why is because the soundtrack's good. And you think Magical Senpai, oh no, it's one of these magical girl animes that I watch. No, it's not. It's a girl with big boobs that has. She's really bad at fucking magic. I mean, magic tricks. Like, like when you see on the side streets, like, pigeons come out of the hat, like stuff like that. Now, she has big boobs. She's really bad, but she also, for some scenes, she looks like a fucking vampire. I don't fucking get that. Here's the issue I have with this anime in particular. Alright? First off, they established three main characters. The girl with the big boobs that's really bad at magic. She does have big boobs. I'll get to that later. The guy that joins the club for no fucking reason, because she ties him up and forces him to join the club. And the teacher, which the teacher is the girl's sister, which she likes fondling her. Now then, with that being said though, they are trying to she's trying to revive the magic club, which is, typical anime fashion school anime and stuff like that. I've seen it too many times. Like, for example, there are some clubs that are about to disband and they try to get it together. Just like Love Live Sunshine, which I've already did that review. Jesus Christ. If it don't broke, don't fix it, apparently. Fucking bastards. Um, the main reason why I'm establishing three characters is because there are three more characters. One enters in the fray because they can't revise the club because there's only two people. And all reality is the fact that once they do revise the club with the brother and sister that joined the club, the teacher is no longer there. Okay, that's the main issue I have with this anime. Is the fact that once they revised the club, this was like episode 6 or 7, the teacher only has one scene after that, and when she does join the scene, it's just them explaining something that, stuff like that. But you will have to watch it when you watch it. With that being said, though, the other three characters, the first character that shows up after them is the chemistry club. I think I'm going to call it the chemistry club. I'm not sure it's not that, but I'm going to call it the chemistry club because it is. She's in the chemistry club. She's the only person in the chemistry club that I see in this whole anime. Which that's another red flag of me. How the fuck can a magical club, when you have two people, get denied of them because they need three members, but the chemistry club only has one member that shows up and she can join? She's automatically in the chemistry club. That makes no fucking sense. I don't fucking get that. Okay, that's strike number one. With that being said, though, she's better at magic she's better at magic than the main character herself, which is fucking funny because she likes to do it scientifically and stuff like that, and it really breaks your mind apart. The fifth and sixth character are a brother and sister. One's big and he's round. He's like a big fat guy. And then you got his sister, who is big boobs and she wants to marry her brother. I mean, there are some scenes where she forces him to make her. They try, those watermelon things that people like to do on the beach. She tells him where to go, and he puts his face into her boobs because she wants that. And then the funny thing is that when after that happens, he buries her in the fucking sand, and because of that, the main character hits her in the head with the fucking bat because it was her turn. It was fucking funny. um, with that being said, though, she's obsessed by him The main character likes to go with bad magic. Now you might be wondering, what are those magic tricks that I just established every character. Soundtrack wise, it's okay. I mean, the stuff like that. But once they can revise the Magic Club, which by the way, there's a full episode of them trying to duke it out because they wanted to call it the side street club and Magic Side Street Club because they like to do. They act like street performers basically, like making dollar things and stuff like that. Also, the other thing. Here's the main issue I have about this anime. There's too many boob jokes. I mean, seriously, oh my god. Because the main character has big boobs. Both of them have big boobs. I mean, there are some scenes where they're like, they literally like trying to compare boobs to boobs, which is Japan's culture. That's what they do because they're a bunch of fucking perverts. I do not recommend this for kids. And also the fact that some of the magic tricks that they try to do, you think it's gonna be like little kids, like pigeons, and they do. And she's really bad at them, but she does do pigeon joke. She does try to do magic with pigeons, come out, come out of the box. Stuff like that. And that's another issue I have with it. When she tries to do the magic, when she pops out of the box. The problem is though is the fact that she only uses like 3 or 4 scenes, and that's not really good to be honest with you. The box is just there for like culture fest. It's also in the opening theme. Music wise, it's good. Um, but the funny thing is that they make sexual jokes, but you don't really know about it because of the fact that the last magic that she tries to do, the main character is too busy fixating on her boobs because of the fact that she's wearing a bunny costume, like one of those like sexy bunny costumes that you see in cosplays. And she's really good at it, but the only reason why is because he's looking at her boobs, and then her thing falls off, and then she's embarrassed, and then it cuts to the credits. If you don't understand that, then that's fine. They just, oh my god. They don't show any tits, which is a good thing, but it's Japan. They like their boobs in anime, so. Thank God there's some animes that are kid friendly, thank fucking God. But to be honest with you, Japan doesn't really give a fuck about what people think of them. So that's the main reason why I like anime. Um, so anyway, the anime as a whole, okay, they make when they do the magic tricks, it's usually like kid stuff, like stuff like that. But later, like the first episode, they do kid stuff and stuff like that. Later in the episodes, she tries to do these bizarre fucking things, like say the main character ties her up, and then she tries to escape while tied up underwater. I mean, are you fucking stupid? Are you trying to get yourself killed? And when they're worried about her, she pops back up with her fucking half of her bathing suit almost off. I mean, seriously, are you that fucking bad, lady? How the fuck did you do that? There's also another scene where she tries to escape from chains and stuff, cause one of those things where they like handcuff you and put you in chains, like like something like in one of those stupid things. I'm not gonna explain it because I don't want to. She tries to escape from chains and handcuffs. She doesn't do it, but instead of that, her trick is to fail miserably and makes sure that she disappears, and she does by going into a fucking locker, and she's stuck there for life because she accidentally locked herself into inside the fucking locker. She has her clothes on though, so that's a good thing. Um, the other issue I have with it is the fact that all the side characters are better than the main character who likes magic. She's really bad at it because the whole entire plot of the anime as a whole, she's really scared of showing how she does in magic because she has a mental problem of where she does not she's so nervous of doing magic around people in a crowd that she's really bad at it. So that's why she's bad at magic in the first place. There's also the main character puts You know those things where those magic shows that have like a furry and it's talking to, and it's moving by itself, but it's just a stuffed animal. They do that, and the guy gets fixated on it. But when episode 7, 6, 7, 8 happens around, he stops using it, and then he just plays his PlayStation Portable because he has a fucking gaming system. I'm giving it a 6 just because of the fact that there's some scene I'm not sick and tired of boob jokes. I'm just really if you keep making the same jokes over and over again about boobs, I'm gonna keep going it down. If it's more fixated on boobs, I don't like the anime. The only anime that has big boobs that I actually like was High School DxD, and the only reason why I liked it is because of the plot and the comedy. That's the only reason why I like that anime. I haven't watched the fourth season yet. I refuse to watch it, but I digress. Um, with that being said, though, the anime has its issues. Of course, it does. I mean, why the fuck do you have to have a sister who loves his brother so much that she wants to marry him? I mean, are you fucking kidding me? And they don't really reference that she wants to marry him, but it's really fucking obvious that she's in love with the guy. I mean, seriously, what the fuck? And the guy doesn't want anything to do with her. Most of the scenes. Makes no goddamn sense. But I'm giving it a 6. Now then, with that being said, I gotta watch another sub anime because the anime I am watching right now is Royal Tutor, which I'm only on episode 4, and it's actually a really good anime, but I'll get to that when I get to that. With that being said, though, this anime as a whole is a good one. To be honest with you, I'm glad that they don't make any boob jokes and stuff like that. It's really fucking good. With that being said, though, it lacks more than meets the eye because of the fact that there's like the only thing that they do is boob jokes every now and again. But there's some jokes where she's really bad at magic and stuff, and I'm like, dude, I've already seen this thing. It's funny, but it's like I've seen it in the earlier episodes. It makes no sense. So that's why it's giving this. Like soundtrack wise, it's really good. I like the theme song and ending theme song. I do like one of the pieces because it makes me want to dance. I did dance a couple times when I was listening to it while they were talking. Also, the fact that the main issue is the fact that there's sometimes when I didn't understand what they're doing because the fact that I lost focus on the subtitles. That usually never happens, but I digress because I'm just starting. I think it was like 2 or 3, 4, 5 months ago. I started getting into sub anime, and that's the subtitle anime because I wanted to expand my horizon. Because usually dub anime usually doesn't have like the animes that I have as a whole. There are some pretty good sub animes actually. I mean, but I've already reviewed those animes. So 6 out of 10. I do recommend it, but it's not for kids. I'll tell you that much. Also, the episodes are 12 minutes long, 12 minutes and 30 seconds to be exact. And there's nothing at the end, which is good. Because usually what happens is that usually at the end of the animes, last 3 animes actually, they tack on something at the end after the credits. I'm like, ugh. So yeah, 6 out of 10. I hope you guys have a nice positive day. Take care. Stay positive, everyone. I might play Friday the 13th with Hellgirl, but that's depending on if she wants to deal with me and the stuff that's in my head right now. Because I've been dealing with a lot of shit lately, and I don't want anyone to know about it. If you guys want to talk to me, that's fine. That's fine. I don't fucking care. I'm just gonna be my normal self. Hopefully. Stay positive, guys. Also, yes, I do know that I'm wearing a Legend of Zelda hat and a t-shirt. Peace out. Triforce away!